What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Willis Bless, back with another episode of the Secret Sauce Podcast, the ingredients of the underdogs. Man, I'm with my right hand, 50 grand, Mr. Barry. How you feeling?
Man, what's going on, Secret Sauce family? What is going on, guys? Listen, I'm super excited today because we have a GOAT, we have a legend in the building, who is literally the brains behind William Winfield LLC.
Yeah, for sure, man. And this dude's different, man. I remember when I met him, man, you know, so he automatically pulled out the camera, started shooting content. I said, bro, what are you doing? He said, no, we're not going to do it like that. And so, man, with no further ado, to others, some people call him Xavier, some people call him Mr. Finch, but I call him Dr. Automate. Yeah. How you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling pretty good,
man, bro. I'm super excited to have you in the building, dog.
You down here in Miami, huh?
Yeah, it's good to have you,
there's
bro.
water on the left and the right side of us right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it, man. So, Barry, kick us off, man.
So, man, let's talk about systems and automations, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, for the person who doesn't know what a system and a automation is, what would you explain that to be?
Yeah, so everybody at the end of the day has a predictable path to sales.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh.
Everybody has a predictable path from the curiosity all the way through a credit card swipe. And when you know what that is, write it down. And I also oftentimes say that the best automations start with a well-written SOP.
Yeah.
A standard operating procedure is what you need.
Yeah.
So if you got a good standard operating procedure, then you have something that you can systematize. That is a system that you can then automate, right? That's the whole purpose of it. And a lot of times people use automation to handle the tedious tasks they have to do in their business in order to get things done, right? Yeah. That's one way. Some people use automation as the forefront to help them or prepare them to get where they want to go faster.
Yeah, it's good.
At the end of the day, it's I call it the predefined steps to get you wherever you want to go, right? Yeah. So people a lot of times think about automation in marketing, but there's business automation that's been around for a long time. Business automation is a thing, right? And so we see a lot of these systems. I mean, the computer was the birth child of business automation, right? There used to be back in the day, I forget the name of the movie, but there was a movie that came back. It came out back about like 10 years ago, maybe. And it talked about the first black women that worked as computers. The word computer comes from people that used to be computationists, right?
Wow.
They used to actually go and compute things and sit down and figure out complex. It was a movie that the four black women that was ones that was instrumental in putting men on the moon.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that. So those were the computers, and they actually did computational, and then they started. There was the ones that really were the foundations, the foundation for IBM to really come up with a computer. And then they had those big giant mainframes. You know, I'm old school. I've been working with computers since I've been 15, 16 years old, maybe even earlier than that. My dad came home one day with a computer and said, "All right, son, I want you to learn 3D modeling." And I was like, what? Now, this is what his premise was. He was an engineer. He was a QA engineer at Boeing. So he saw what the engineers were doing and what they were making and how they were building models. Yeah. And they were getting paid bank. So his way of setting me up for the future was, I'm going to get you on a computer. Yeah. So then you can learn how to use that, right? Yeah. And then that's how it all started. And so, so, you know, if I'm talking about mainframes and went to like PCs, like my first PC was a Commodore Amiga. Nobody even knows what that is, really. You know, a few old folks do with beards greater than mine. But at the end of the day, you know, that's what it was. So, systems and automation are just predetermined steps to get to a particular thing, and then you use a computer to help you process those steps faster to get to the end result, right?
I love it. So, and you already heard the difference, right? Yeah. So let's say right now, because we have a lot of coaches and speakers that watch this, right? Mm-hmm. Break down a workflow. What does a workflow look like? Yeah. Because a lot of speakers and coaches, they're like, oh, I got an automation, I got this, but they really don't. Yeah. Because a lot of some of them have automation, but it misfires.
Right.
talk about the
Okay,
workflow.
yeah. So that's a great question.
Yeah.
And see, because people don't talk about the testing side of workflows.
That's good.
Like I don't know if you saw it before, Like if you, you don't really go in on the back end, but in the back end of the business, I have like folders that are just called they're called development. And those are workflows that I'm currently working on that I don't know if they're really going to work the right way, but it all starts from a trigger, right? If a person, and really, I'll take it another step and say it all starts with segmentation, right? Workflows all start from a place where somebody has taken a determinate step to do a thing, and then that triggers a series of events that happen over a period of time.
That's good.
Right? Somebody filled out a form, triggers a workflow. Somebody had a tag applied to their contact record, starts a workflow. Somebody posted something, starts a workflow. You post a blog post. There's an RSS feed that starts a workflow. Right? And then you start to work through whatever those steps are going to be to get to that predetermined step in the process.
Yeah.
So a good one, a common workflow is email response after somebody purchases.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody purchased something for a particular amount. Then that particular amount, that particular order then triggers, there's going to be a text message that goes out. There's going to be an email that goes out. There's going to be potentially a phone call that happens, an automated phone call that goes out. And then you're going to get a note in the system to let on that person's contact record to let them know that this person has been contacted, this person opted in, whatever the case is. And then in addition to that, you might even see where you'll have somebody be sent a receipt or even drop them into another workflow.
Yeah.
Right. So those are all like that's a workflow that I use quite regularly. Like we all know at the end of the day, we have contacts. We all want to make transactions. Those transactions need to be followed up on and things like that. So yeah, it's.
I love it. I love it, man. So listen, from you, so I'm a sales guy, right?
Yeah.
So break it down for me, right? For somebody who, let's say, has a coaching program, a speaking program, or just any type of program right now, and they're selling different products and everything like that. Why is it beneficial for that person to have the systems and automations to keep track of their sales and leads?
What's going on, Kings and Queens? It's your boy Willis Bless, and guess what, man? Atlanta, I'm telling you, we coming to you. Not only we coming to you, we bringing some hitters. Listen to me, we're gonna literally have a 3-day live event that's gonna show you, number one, how to get around community, because the community that you're around determines the currency that you have. Day 2, we're definitely gonna break down the spiritual development aspect and mental testicular fortitude that you need to be able to operate at a high level as an entrepreneur and a business owner. And most importantly, day 3, we get to work. We're gonna roll our sleeves up and we're gonna literally map out your businesses and take it to a whole nother level. So whether you're making 5 figures, you're gonna learn how to make 6 figures. If you're making 6 figures, you're gonna have to make 7 figures. If you're making 7 figures, you're gonna learn how to make 8 figures. I'm telling you, you do not wanna miss this. Get in the room, because the best room is the sauce room. Let's get it, let's grow. Click the link below. Let's be great, baby.
To be honest with you, it takes time to do what you do. Right. And when's the last time you wrote a proposal?
I haven't.
Hell, see?
Yeah. I haven't.
Why haven't you though? Because it takes time.
Yeah.
Like it takes time. It takes skill. It's something that people don't want to have to do over and over and over and over again. Right. So the reason why you want to have systems in place is because it takes time away from the thing that you really want to do. That's the main reason why. And you learn what those steps are so that you don't have to repeat it. Like one of my recent posts on on Instagram, I say I'm lazy, right? I am lazy to the point that I want to do it right once. Figure out what that process was. Automate it so I don't have to do it again. And that's what I mean by I'm lazy. I want to, and that's part of my background in engineering. We have this whole concept called dry. Don't repeat yourself, right?
I like
so,
that.
Don't repeat, stay dry. We would say, like, when we're coding or whatever the case is, we'll be like, stay dry. And that means don't do something that's going to make us have to go back and redo it again.
Yeah.
Going back to that kind of takes me back to the testing part. The reason why you test is to make sure that you don't have any bugs, so that you don't have to go back later on when this thing goes into production, and you got to go back and repeat yourself again, and you just try to stay dry.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
So somebody, if you have a coaching business and you're looking to scale that business, and you're unlimited, you have limited funds for staff. If you go, like, if you're at a place where you are looking to try to scale your business, you're gonna need somebody to do a thing.
Yeah.
Or you can hire technology. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
I say hire a computer, hire technology to do the things that you need to do on a consistent basis that gives you the opportunity to stay out in the field doing the thing that you love to do. That's it. Yeah.
Man, y'all getting some game right now, man. And let me say this to y'all, man. Like, the reason why, like, here's the thing, like, man, this is why me and Xavier, we be all because I'm the type to where it's just like, yo, like, I don't like structure. He's the type to where it's like, we need structure.
Yeah.
He's the type that's just be like, yo, I got to take my time with this. I'm like, I need it now. In my mind, I don't see what he sees.
Yeah.
Right? And so what I love him, what I admire about him is that he slows us down to speed us up.
Come on.
And a lot of you that's watching this right now, a lot of you have been speeding up so much that you have not got the opportunity to slow down because they're busy trying to keep up with the next entrepreneur or the next business owner and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching this right now, I think this question right here is going to be a game changer, right? What would you say to that specific business owner right now that's not necessarily doesn't have a system, but they claim they got a system? Like, what is one thing that what is a basic system that somebody can put into action today? Like, by the time they're done watching this episode, what can they put into action? Like a simple system that will give them at least 2 hours at a time.
Oh, man. Autoresponders. Put an autoresponder in your business right away. If you're running any kind of business, people see, what's still a mystery to people? People right now today are still wondering, like, how did that happen where I commented and then you sent me a DM?
Yeah.
Right? Manning chat, right? Then I would say leverage Zapier. Zapier is free to use. It's free forever until you get to a certain point and you get bigger than the free plan. Then you might want to pay like $30, $50 a month. I was paying like $100 a month. But you leverage systems like Zapier so that if you get if somebody hits your contact form, then you can have an email back to them a couple of choices. Are you looking for a sales conversation, customer service conversation, or is this an other or general conversation, right? And just have that just automatically reply back. Something simple, right? If you need help with that, and that becomes a little bit even that it's like boggling to you, then I'm always available. Yeah, my DMs are dry, oddly enough, but I'm a wealth of knowledge. So reach out, and hit me up. But something that you can put in right now is just autoresponders, and there's a lot of them out in the market. The Traffic Link app has an autoresponder that you can get.
Shout out to the Traffic Link.
Off the rip, just all we had to do is put a couple of pieces of code in your webpage, and then you'll have your autoresponder. You can grow that up to be your automated lead gen AI. That's another conversation to have down the road. But nonetheless, that's what I would say. Just put a system in place to respond to those that inquire.
So, last thing, right? And then we're gonna land the plane.
Yeah.
But let's say somebody right now, right? I already put link in the bio. Share them the link in the bio hack that they can use with the specific app that you have. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, because a lot of you keep trying to respond to everything, which is autoresponder or get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much going back and forth.
Yeah.
If I send you a link, it's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to see, are you serious? Number two, it's going to see if you're going to do what it is that you say that you asking me that you want to do, right? And so walk them through that link piece real quick, and then pretty much we're going to land this plane.
Okay. I don't know exactly where you want to go with that, but I would definitely say if it's going to be an autoresponder scenario, like if you use a tool like ManyChat, right? Know what you're offering, right? And make sure that the link in the bio is a link tree like option that has what you have to offer in and easily identifiable links.
Yeah.
So if you are somebody that offers coaching, you also do one-on-one consultation, and you're a speaker, make sure that those 3 things are identified in your link tree type of page.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it. I mean, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that. And just start there and then see what that does, because well, they say a confused person doesn't buy.
That's facts.
Right? So you want to make sure and make it easy for them to get to what it is that you have to offer. And that also leads into content strategy. Make sure your content is forward leaning towards what you say that you specialize in, so that when people look at your content, they know what it is that you do. So then that way, when they go to click the link in the bio, is going to help them get further down the road. Right? So
I love it, bro. So, man, where can the people tap in with you at, man?
yeah, you can find me at The Traffic, TRAFFICLINK, at The Traffic link on most all socials. Matter of fact, all the ones that matter, that's where you can find me. You can find the Problem Profit and the Problem Profit and the Link podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Been releasing new episodes there. The first 20 episodes are all about mindset and just being a entrepreneur. Then after that, it's been more about how to leverage automation in your business. So that's pretty much where they can find me.
Man, listen, man, it's your boy Willis, blessed with the squad, coming to let you know, let's get it, let's grow, let's be great, but most importantly, you can live twice and leave a legacy.